To all the naysayers out there who say China is not on the side of the anti-imperialists, I give you this. As the United States and the NATO countries have been hounding Iran for daring to want to have nuclear energy and for fraudulently claiming that they're building nuclear weapons, frankly, I hope Iran is building nuclear weapons, but they're not putting forth any evidence that they have nuclear weapons. This is the same thing that was going on in Iraq. We know there's weapons of mass destruction. We know that there are nuclear weapons, and they never existed. And there never was any evidence because they never gave us any evidence. Well, they're doing the same thing to Iran. Now, China and Russia have both been backing up Iran on this matter and standing with them. China now is going the extra mile for them. In July, sanctions by the U.S. and NATO countries are set to go through to begin blocking and refusing to transport and use Iranian oil. China has decided to send 12 supertankers to Iran to help transport the oil that the Western world is basically blocking from them. Right now, as we speak, China is beginning to send the first of the 12 that are being sent over. It's not known exactly when all 12 will be made available to Iran, but the first of the 12 are being sent right now. Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has said that Iran can withstand an embargo for several years, and that they do not feel intimidated and they will be okay even with the sanctions and blockade against them. Now, the U.S. is finding out that they don't have the all-consuming veto economic power anymore. It's now, as they say, a multipolar world. China now has enough economic influence to begin to counter what the U.S. tries to do to other people economically. And the European Union is jumping in on this because they want to get in on the world stage and start being a world power and start being recognized as a force as equal to, or at least in competition with, the United States and China. Unfortunately for the EU, this is actually not working out very well for them. Already, before this embargo has even taken full effect, oil prices in the EU have already gone up 10%. So it's actually hurting them more than they're actually hurting Iran. And that's pretty much a self-sacrifice on themselves to get more prestige on the world stage, which is, in my opinion, that's counterproductive and is really only going to anger the populations of their countries. Now, this is the example that I would like to give to others who say China is not anti-imperialist. And so clearly, we have China backing up Iran to try to help it out to deal with the imperialist powers. Although those who are completely set in the idea that China is an imperialist power will just keep on thinking that anyway, despite the, reality of it.